Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back to another weigh-in. This is week 12 weigh-in, and we've got some food non-scale victories to share within this video. But before we get into the footage that I took this week, I do want to say that if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And I do have a channel membership. I am a week behind in my weight loss updates. So if you guys want up to the day weight loss progress updates, then join my channel membership, which is linked down below in the description box. And it's also right below this video, right next to the subscribe button. You will see the join button. And you will have early access to not just my weigh-ins, but all of my videos. Like, I uploaded a video today, which is Monday, and I had that video ready last Friday. So you guys get early access to my videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go into the footage that I took for this week, and then we will go over and see what the scale said. It is week 12. I just took my lashes off, so if I look a little weird, that's what it is. So I had to share something with you guys. Today I was eating lunch and I meal plan for an entire week. So with that being said, I was like, I really want some chicken breast with pimento cheese, and then I also want some mac and cheese. I get that, and I had calculated this. I didn't know how much 15 grams of the pimento cheese, I didn't know what 15 grams of pimento cheese was gonna look like. And I didn't know what 57 grams of the mac and cheese was going to look like. When I put it on my plate and I weighed out 57 grams, it was this much mac and cheese for 187 calories. I don't know. But part of me was like, ain't no way. And then I also looked at the pimento cheese and I was like, well, I want more of that. But I've already calculated all of my calories, and I was like, I don't want to take calories from anywhere else. I want everything else in my day, so I'm just gonna have to eat this much mac and cheese. And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna have this much, like, I'm struggling at this point, okay? So I was like, just go ahead and eat it. And if you are hungry after you've eaten your whole entire lunch, then you can go have more. But I was putting up the mac and cheese. I really wanted more of the mac and cheese, even though I was not hungry. I wanted, and this is where I passed this huge test. In my head, it was just like, Jill, just eat. Just grab a big old spoonful of the mac and cheese and just eat it. Shove it in your mouth. Have a couple of them. It'll be fine. This is what my head's saying. And I'm just fighting back at my head going, no, that is not okay. Like, I'm not hungry. My whole point here is to not emotionally eat. I was emotional, so I know exactly what I was trying to do. If I was hungry and I was eating that way, even still, I don't trust myself with just eating like that. I would prefer for myself to grab a spoonful, put it on my plate, and then eat from there. That is, for me, binge behavior that I want to avoid. So that's why I didn't want to do it with the big spoon out of the pot that the mac and cheese was cooked in. So as I'm sitting here fighting against all of this going on in my head, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. I'm sitting here, just do it, just do it, just do it, as I'm putting the mac and cheese in a container. And I'm like, no. It was hard, y'all. It was so freaking hard. I put that damn top on the mac and cheese, and I was like, I want this mac and cheese so bad. Like, I want it so bad. Keep in mind, I am not hungry. I just finished eating my lunch. It was because I just wanted it, because in my head, I felt like it wasn't enough. And I just want, it's a very comforting food, and I just wanted to be comforted. And so I told myself no. And I exercised some major self-control. So I told myself, I said, Jill, that is amazing what you just did, because you just exercised the self-control that you didn't think you were going to be able to exercise, which was having something that's very tasty, having a small portion, a smaller than I thought I was gonna have portion, even though I wanted more. I told myself no. That is such huge progress, because if you guys remember the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about exercising self-control when it comes to saying no. Just saying no. No to the food. And I told you guys I was eventually going to have to get to the point where I was going to have to start it slowly. And this really was not my intention today. My intention was that I was going to weigh this out and it was going to be a good bit, and I was going to be, yeah, like, okay, that was good. Because the last time I had the Bob Evans, I feel like I had a really good portion of it, and it was enough. But this was just, I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted more. So I was able to exercise the self-control in wanting more of something and knowing that I wasn't hungry. So I said no. And it was hard as freaking hell. I know 100% without a doubt I'm gonna make it this time. I'm going to get through everything and I'm gonna be successful. And I just keep proving to myself over and over and over and over again that I do, in fact, have, and I can, in fact, exercise power over food and not allow the food to have power over me. And I never thought that I could ever get to a place, even if this place is just temporary, I still want to celebrate the hell out of this, because it's a place that I never thought I could get to. I want to let that encourage you to maybe go out and try some things that you think that you can't do, whatever it may be, and just go out and try it. It is Saturday. My son is having a party. Bunch of people here, lots of delicious food. Your girl's struggling. I am out of my element. I am feeling trapped and stuck in my room because they're all out in the living room and the kitchen. I live in a small apartment. So I'm definitely out of my natural Saturday routine, and I am struggling. Warning, the next couple of minutes, there's going to be some really delicious food that's going to scroll on the screen. So if you cannot handle seeing food like that, then just skip forward a couple of minutes. But I had to make myself a cup of tea because I was like, I got to get away from this stuff. Pizza, cheese balls, chips, crackers, cake, cheese balls. Are you kidding me? I said no to all of this, so congratulate me, because that is huge, A. But B, I got the tea because I just kept going in there. There's a lot of people in here. It's loud. You might even be able to hear music. It's just, again, I'm out of my element. So I got the cup of tea because I felt like I just needed to take a moment. I sat at my desk. I had my blinds open. The sun was setting, and I literally just sat there and watched the sunset. And then I got on my computer, and I was working already, but the tea just kind of helped. It helped comfort me. It kind of, it was really warm and comforting, and it was sweet because I added a little bit of sweetener to it, and it was also a dessert tea. So I added some skinny syrup, and it was 0 calorie, everything, but it just gave me that comfort and just kind of that moment to kind of walk away and just collect my thoughts and gather myself. And it worked. So that's why I'm sharing this, because it worked. And I am going to have, I'm not going to have any of that cake, but what I am going to do is make myself a cupcake, which is basically a mug cake, and put actual like real frosting on it. So it's going to be like I actually am having cake. So I'm still definitely making sure that I am giving into not cravings. Yes, cravings. I'm allowing cravings. Urges are the things that we're trying to say no to, or that we are saying no to and working through. But craving, that is what I'm craving, especially now, especially because it's here. And there was something I was going to say, but again, there's so much going on. Like, I'm losing my train of thought because there's so much distractions going on. but I made it through, and I wanted to just share that because that was really cool and it was an awesome non-scale victory. And I hope that I can remember what it was that I was trying to say because I feel like it was really inspirational. First, I have to say I'm so proud of myself because it's the food non-scale victories. I'm not going to say that I'm the most proud of those, but these ones that happened this week, I am incredibly proud of. Because I'm just going to reiterate, day 90, I'm starting to see why I give up. I really, truly am. This weekend was really, really difficult for me. I was very emotional, and I started noticing myself not wanting to do any of the new things, any of my new coping mechanisms. I wanted to do nothing but my old coping mechanisms, which is eat and also just lay and watch TV. This morning when I woke up, I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to adult today at all. And as I sat there in bed, I said, Jill, I don't care what you have to do. You are going to do the opposite of what your feelings are telling you to do right now. Like, you can feel what you're feeling. Absolutely. Cry if you need to. Cry all day if you need to. I don't care. You will not sit in this bed. You will not lay in this bed. You will not lay on the couch all day. Period. You will get your workout in. And here's my thing. Sometimes you just need to give your body rest. 100% you do. 100%. However, this is not me. This is not my body needing rest. Yesterday, my body needed rest and I gave it just that. This is me wanting to convert to those old habits, that old comfort zone of mine. What I'm experiencing right now is out of my comfort zone and I don't like it. And I'm trying to fight back. And part of me is wanting to fight back in the old way that I'm used to, which is not fighting and just throwing my hands up in the air and saying, F it. I'm just going to be this way the rest of my life. And then there's that part of me that wants this so freaking bad. And when I say this, I don't just mean weight loss. I mean my whole entire life to change. I want it so bad that I'm going to have to work that much harder. So I asked myself this morning as I woke up, I said, okay, so like history is kind of showing that it's repeating itself and I'm really starting to get down in the dumps and I'm really starting to feel depressed and I'm really starting to feel all of these feelings and it's really difficult for me to work through this. And so I said, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to those old habits? Do you want to go back to that life? Do you want to go back to it? Really, truly, do you? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, okay, well then you have no choice but to fight through this. And you know it's going to be hard, but you have to fight through this. And then in my head I was like, but what if it takes over a month? What if my energy just gets really low and I have to fight? Because have you ever been depressed? Oh, it's hard. It's hard to even function on a day-to-day basis, let alone, it's just hard. And so I told myself right then and there, if depression starts creeping in, you're going to fight through it every single day. You have to. Here's the thing. I got some not so great news this morning in my email. And I said, great. Like, I don't have enough to deal with now this too. And my attitude, my mindset was really bad. My mindset was really bad this morning and my mindset was horrible Saturday and Sunday. It was horrible this weekend. I mean, kudos to me for pushing past because my mindset I was in that F it mode. I don't care anymore. And obviously I cared enough because I shared with you guys what happened on Saturday. Like I was all that food and I was in my feelings. Well, once the nighttime came and things started settling down, I cried for hours. And that food was real tempting. And so then Sunday, when Sunday came about, my body needed rest. And so I really didn't do much. And I was fighting it again. I was fighting it tooth and nail again. So these next couple of weeks, these next couple of months, I don't know. You guys may get nothing but me talking about how I'm pushing through my body and my mind wanting to go back to my old comfort zone. I don't know. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that I will not give up on myself, period. No questions asked. I may have to pull back a little bit. I may have to switch some things around, do some things a little differently than I have been doing them, but I will not give up. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into my weigh-in, and I was up on the scale. I was 297 pounds. I mean, it's not basically for the last 2 weeks, I have pretty much stayed the same. And this is definitely what happens come around day 90 as well. And that is the scale starts to slow down, and my mind and my brain want to start going back and reverting back to my old comfort zone and my old habits. So for the fact, in the last 2 weeks, I have lost 0.2 tenths of a pound. It's definitely starting to slow down, or I'm hitting a plateau, one or the other. But here's the thing that I'm really proud of myself too. When I got on that scale, I looked at it and I said, well, it's not what I want it to say. Oh, girl, I'm going to start crying. And it's not about the scale. It's just about what's going on in my life right now. It's just really hard. Ugh. This is probably going to meet all freaking day long. But when I tell you, I am not going to give in. I am not giving in. And when I tell you yesterday was so hard, I wanted to eat so bad. Oh, I wanted to eat so bad. Okay. I have filming to do. Get it together, Jill. When you're done with your filming, you can cry your little heart out. But let's get through this. So, what was I saying? I got on the scale this morning and I said it was 297. I was like, well, I was really hoping for something different, but okay. And I just put it in my phone and I took the video, and I was like, obviously I wanted it to be lower than that. But I noted as I was putting the scale in, I said, did you notice that your first thought process was not? Because you guys remember when my parents came here, I don't remember what week that was, but I gained weight. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I said no to all this food. And I gained weight. And so that thought didn't even cross my mind until I started putting my scale up. I noted that that the thought did not cross my mind. And I was like, we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. And I had to give myself kudos for that, because I am very proud. Because that is a really crappy mindset to have, but that was my mindset 100%. And I was like, wow, Jill, like you went through this weekend and you were tempted with a lot of food. There was a lot of food here that you could have just ate your little heart out and went back to those old habits and went back to that old mindset of F it, because the food is still here, y'all. The food is still here. I know exactly where it's at, and it's easy access to all of it. Let me tell you, easy access to all of it. But why would I do that to myself? Why would I do that to myself? And let me tell you, when I tell you, it is tempting as hell, because again, I want to revert to those old habits. There's something in me that's like, because that's what's natural for me. So I really am having to push past what's natural for me and what I always do, and just keep on trucking along. Just keep on trucking along. I'm not changing anything with my workouts. I'm not changing anything with my food. I'm not going lower. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not it's crisis mode. I haven't lost weight. And this is another reason why I know I'm growing as a person, because the scale really truly is not defining me, and it's not allowing me to be in a mindset of, oh, the scale didn't move this week, or it's up or it's down, like such a small amount that let me just go eat all the food and, like, you know what I mean? So that is going to do it. Week 12. Today I am starting week 13 and day 90. I'm not scared. I know I keep addressing day 90 because I'm wanting to question myself. Why is day 90 so hard for you? So I'm acknowledging that it's hard, and I'm acknowledging, and because I want to learn from this. I 100% want to learn what happens in my brain that makes me want to give up. And I'm starting to realize what it is. But I'm going to keep questioning, and I'm going to keep bringing it up here. So, sorry, not sorry. Day 90 is something that I'm going to push if I have to friggin' crawl across the finish line. I don't know. I'm going to make it through, gosh darn it, because we are going to do it, gosh darn it. I mean, again, plateaus are bound to happen. I'm not going to lose weight every single week. So once I came to terms with that months ago, I was like, when I approached this weight loss journey this time, I told myself, get ready for the ugly, get ready for the good, get ready for it all, and get ready to push past no matter what's going on in your life, because life is going to keep hitting you left and right. And it has. But what are you going to do differently this time? What can we do differently this time to not fall into the old habits, the old mistakes that we made in our previous weight loss journeys? What are we going to do this time to make this time a success? So that's this week. I am struggling. I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. I'm very much so struggling. I will get through this, though. I will get through this. And it has been a struggle to even keep a positive mindset. And I'm allowing myself to feel. And I'm also allowing myself to do the woe is me, because the news I got today really fucking sucked. It really sucked. So I allowed myself to be in that mindset of, just let everything out that you're thinking right now. It's okay. And when I catch myself throughout the day, I will try my hardest to reframe my thinking. And I will reframe it. I won't allow it to keep happening, because it's not doing me any good to think that way. So, yeah. That is going to do it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you comment 2 butterflies in the comment section. And subscribe if you are new here. If you guys pray, please pray for me and my strength and my attitude, my mindset, for me to be able to push past what I'm feeling, and all of the things. It would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget about my channel membership, which is linked down below in the description box. You guys can find out more about that there. And thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here with me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.